This is the third video in my Deus Ex adventure. If you haven't watched the previous ones, go check them out to be in the context. Before we continue this episode, I wanted to share that I watched a few another Warren Spector interviews. What can I tell? An amazing developer and even more exciting as a person. The main emphasis of Deus Ex is empowering of the freedom of choice in the world of the game. The number of possibilities that player can and most likely will imply on the game is numerous. I've played Deus Ex a couple of times, and each time I can find something new for myself. And even when I watch how other players interact with this world in a way that I didn't even imagine, just amazing. Besides the practice of my spoken language with these videos, I wanted to encourage players to try Deus Ex, even in ways that previously weren't obvious. This is the power of this game. Anyway, back to New York. This city now lives under the martial law. It means that soldiers will shoot us on sight. So do I. Or we can go in sewers to avoid unnecessary attention. I recommend you go underground anyway. There are a lot of good stuff laying around, just be careful. Water is poisonous. The bridge can be rotated if you want to. In the bar we can meet a marine. He tells us that submarine bay is being reserved by Majestic 12. He didn't like this a bit because...
I'll say it straight, I'm a patriot. I don't like to see one of our top secret bases commandeered, especially when the only people allowed inside are these Asian mafia types.
Good old racism. Later we can speak with his friends, so they would let us through when we get to the shipyards.
Us Americans, last of a dying breed. We've got to stick together.
Also talk with our Illuminati contact. He will arrange our meeting with Stanton Dowd. As an additional quest, he tells us about the reporter. He works as UNETCO's spy apparently. It would make life much easier if he somehow disappeared. We can find him in the clinic. I'm all in for the free media, so I gave him a chance to run away. Looks like everyone shares my affection for journalists, because nobody seems to care if suddenly one of them wanted to take a break from his stressful job. Anyway, Dowd is waiting inside of the destroyed building. It seems something is happening at the docks, so we should take a look and kindly place some explosives on the Chinese ship. Dowd seems not doing so well. He is sick with the plague. It would be great if we could find a vaccine for him on the ship. There is not so much time for him to spare. Once we are done talking, Majestic 12 will send a few waves of soldiers. Additional ammo for my rifle, if you ask me. If for some reason you don't have any gap gun ammo or any type of explosives and don't want to swarm the armory in the next mission, we can buy some from the smuggler. You know the spot. Head straight to the basketball court and then to the container. Loot the parking lot and talk to the guy. His stuff is pretty expensive, but I'm more interested in his belongings upstairs. Gather the useful stuff and get back to the chopper. Now we are at the docks. If you have talked with the marine in the bar, his friend will give us the key for the main gates. Get inside of the shipyard, and it's pretty dark around the level, so I've brightened up the video. Check out this container. There is a range mode inside. Get in the warehouse. Obviously we are heading to the toilet. There is a data cube with a password. Lockpick the next door, there will be a few goodies. If you don't want to, go crawling into the vents. There are at least 3 security bots outside. Spongy bastards can be killed with 2 rocket shots, or a few EMP grenades. We have to find a way into the building near the crane. Since we have found the code in the bathroom, it can be the main entrance, or we can get in through the roof from a crane. I took the second approach because there will be sniper ammo, a few lockpicks and multi-tools. Take a ladder and we're in. Don't be afraid to talk with the worker. He will tell us about the code for the ramp. We are on the ship. Take out the guards, then check the top of the containers. There is some ammo. Get to the bridge deck, sneak into the command center if you don't want to waste a multi-tool. There will be an upgrade under the table, a key and a code for the captain's cabin. There we can see Simon's message and a few data cubes. On the computer there will be letters from the daughter, and the other one will explain that Illuminati threatened the captain if he will not cooperate. Lovely. Also, don't forget to take the goodies from the armory. Keep an eye for the TNT crates. We are not done with looting just yet. Raid the private cabins if you want to stock up on food, then visit the medic bay. There you can heal up, find the data cube alongside the nano key. Also, there is the way through vents into the electronic lab. There we can find a few multi-tools, another data cube, a few biocells and 2 weapon mods. Also, don't forget to grab an ambrosia vial for Dowd. It will buy him some time. On a lower level, there is an upgrade rocket canister in a safe, if you have a few lockpicks to spare. At the front of the ship we can find some rockets and a gap gun. And if you have some inventory space, there is a rocket launcher near the top of the crane. Honestly, now I am better armed than an army. Finally, let's get into the engine room. Our task is to blow up a few viewpoints to sink the ship. Landmine or gap gun should do the trick. Don't worry if you have none at your disposal. Game has a few other ways to blow them up. You can grab a TNT crate, place it near the spot, but not throw it, trust me, then simply shoot it. Search the area, there are at least a few mines laying around. Also, GC is so badass of an agent that he can intimidate turrets to stop firing.
Every second you're not running, I'm only getting closer.
There is nothing hard about destroying the vents. Basically, wander around, check for these spots, find a few secret ways, and you're done. Traditionally, once you blow up the final viewpoint, the ship starts to fall apart. Go to the upper deck, and then we can get to the roof the way we got through. Chopper will take us to Dowd. If you got Ambrosia vaccine, it would get you a few skill points. We should meet him at the cemetery. How ironic. The gatekeeper will let us in. If you're picky enough, you'll get that he is not that innocent. Dowd tells us that we need to go to Paris. There we can meet Morgan Everett. Tong found out that this dude worked on a virus, so presumably with reverse engineering he can create a cure. Anyway, prepare for the ambush once you're done talking with the guy. Loot the place before you do and get to the chopper. Next stop, Paris. The city is under martial law, will be shot on sight. Luckily, Paris has a deep network of catacombs for all stealth appreciators. First, we need to find Duval, someone who will connect us with Everett. Hack the elevator or jump down in an old-fashioned way. Don't worry, later there will be a recharge bot if you spend energy on regeneration. Talk to a cat lady, she'll tell us about the mutants in the sewers. To get there, you need to go across the radiated area. Use the augmentations or take the hazard suit in the room nearby. Also, you can recharge right away. There will be a few grizzles in the sewers. Honestly, a bit annoying, good old sword should do the trick. Then climb the ladder, but be extremely cautious. There will be 3 commandos. They can shoot rockets now that kills instantly if you don't have any shield augmentations. Deal with them and lockpick the building nearby. There will be a few goodies and you can speak on the phone if you want. Head to the subway. There sits the arms dealer. He asks you to deal with the guards if you want to get a discount. Easy task to accomplish and I've got precious rockets. Don't forget to return for your skill points reward if you killed the mutants. Pick a key from one of the commandos and head to the catacombs. Majestic 12 storming the place in order to get the members of Silhouette, French opposition movement. Prepare for some fighting. Wander the corridors before you find the locked bunker door and this bow door. It will open the secret passage. A member of Silhouette tells us that Majestic 12 took 2 hostages. We need to rescue them if we want to contact Nicolette Duval. A few commandos, a bunch of soldiers, 1 agent and you're done. Take a key, open the door and follow the hostages for easier navigation. They will lead us back to the hideout. Everyone is happy, but we need to move out. Take the route that connects the catacombs with the sewers and then to the surface. Police will not attack us unless they see us doing something illegal, but bots and Majestic 12 troops will shoot on sight. We have a lot of interesting places we could go. Raid the bakery, there are some drug vials in the oven. Go to the hotel, there you can sell them to this guy. Refuse the first time, so he will raise up the price. On the second floor you can find the key to the one of the rooms where you can find some money and a biocell. Our contact, Nicolette Duclair, located in the nightclub called, La Porte de l'Enfer. Before you meet her, go there and talk with Cassandra. You'd probably know her as famous meme material.
Oh great, I really hit bottom this time. That was my last chance to make any cash. I hope you're happy.
Maybe you should try getting a job.
In reality, if you don't want to waste multi-tool on a safe room door, buy a password from her. Back to Nicolette. At first she pretends to be a friend of Nicolette and tells us that we will meet her outside. They are all paranoid because of Majestic 12, so yeah. In order to find Everett, we need to check out Declare's mansion. Somewhere there, Nicolette's mother kept her Illuminati's secrets. She's quite an interesting girl herself. At first she tells us the story of how she lost her virginity under the tree, then she literally literally breaks concrete garbage with her chest. Anyway, do not waste lockpicks on the main entrance. There is an alternative way. Not going to show you where all the keys in this mansion. It's a cool sequence of exploring and looking for secret rooms and levers. Once you find Mother's secret room, you will be contacted by Everett. He asked us to hack Majestic 12 network that is located nearby. Nicolette gives us the key for the catacomb door and off you go. There is going to be a narrow street patrolled by a few soldiers and a guard bot. Go here, deal with the guards and deactivate the robot. More and more often we are being contacted by the weird AI that is not very polite. This is becoming tiresome. Anyway, we need to sneak into the cathedral. There is a path on the right where you can get on the roof. The cathedral has a lot of valuables. One of them is the vault. More precisely, mods that are located there. You can run through the lasers and deactivate security here. Do not break the boxes. Use them to get here and pick another weapon mod. Once you're done, get in communication room, where we finally meet our German friend. I've missed his skill phrase to activate it to the dialogue, but it's not that hard to deal with Gunter. Talk with Simons and go straight to the subway. There you can talk to Everett's companion. He'll lead us to the compound. Go to the bathroom and open the secret door. There you can meet Lucius de Beers, the original founder of the Illuminati. Or is his name Mr. House? I don't remember. Anyway, quite a character. He asks us to tell Everett that he is cold. He was promised a new body since he's pretty old. But in reality, Everett is not going to fulfill his promise. And I'm on his side. This guy is not the friendliest type you could meet even in this game. Before you talk to Everett, we can meet our old friend, Alex. He tells us that Tong sends him to help the Illuminati, but the real reason that Tong does not trust Everett, so our hacker keeps an eye on them. JC agreed that this is a good idea. Go to the upper level and talk to Morgan. He tells us that Daedalus was UNATCO AI that went rogue. It sees all the game factions as terrorists, including both Majestic 12 and Illuminati. Everett thinks that we should save it before the new Majestic 12 AI wiped it. For this, we need to go to Vandenberg military base. Before you do, take augmentation canisters with upgrades. All of those you can install in the previous room. Next, go to the helipad and now please attention. If you want to save Jock, helicopter's pilot, take a look at the body and weird mechanic. Talk to him. Something is not right. Go talk to Everett. He tells us that his mechanic, Pierre, has never been to States. He is French, and this guy speaks in fluent English. Get back and call him out. Then, tell Jock about this weird mechanic that reveals that there was a bomb on a chopper. If you wouldn't, Jock will die. Military base is under attack. Majestic 12 hacked the defense system and started to kill everyone. There are a few big missions left. That's the moment where I should stop. Do not make the video too long. See you in the next part.